Okay, we're live over here. How's everybody doing? We're going to try to set this camera up because we're going out in the shop, so we're not going to be in here too long. And we're just going to get going and got to get my monitor up here.
You may have noticed with my AR-15 right here that...
Okay. All right. What we got today is a situation. And the situation is I've got to get back to work. Now, the reason I say that is because for the last week or about a week, almost a week and a half, we haven't been doing a lot of work. And one of the reasons we haven't been doing a lot of work is because Minnie the Body Shop girl has been prepping and getting ready to go to Israel. So yesterday, I took her to the airport in Salt Lake City. We left at 8:30 and we got there at 1 o'clock. And when we got to the airport, we went up to the United Airlines ticket deal to get her ticket. And they actually had her name wrong on the ticket. So we had like a little over an hour to get the situation straightened out. They had her middle name and her last name as one name. And they would not let her on the airplane. They would not let her go through the gate. And so, of course, she was frantically and what can I say, over-exaggeratedly panic attacking because she's on her way to Israel to see all the sights and then go to Rome from there. And yeah, so we got it done just in the nick of time, thank God. And they actually got her name changed over at the travel agency. And the guy that we were working with was a supervisor for United Airlines. And he said that the travel agency we were working with was one of the worst travel agencies on the planet, that they never get anything right. And he knows their name very, very well. And they're just a shyster company to deal with. So that didn't really get Minnie's blood pumping in the right direction. And so the guy told her, he said, the reason I'm not letting you on the airplane is because if you go to Israel or to Rome, they might not let you come back because your passport does not match the ticket. So, like I said, we got it all figured out. She's on her way to Israel. She'll be there tonight. This has been a trip that she's waited for to go on most of her life. And anyway, so last week, if anybody's been following me on my videos, and I want to let everybody know out there, there's a lot of people that watch this YouTube channel that don't know about my other YouTube channel. And I'm going to ask you to please support me by going over to that channel. It's called My Friend Pete. And that's actually I've had that channel longer than this channel. If you can go over there and please subscribe to that channel, I really appreciate it. Once again, My Friend Pete, or you can put in SWRNC. SWRNC, that stands for Southwest Rod Custom. I had a guy call the phone the other day. I tried to call him back. He said that there's some yahoo out there that's using my videos and my content to sell T-shirts. I'm sure I'm not the only one that that's happening to, because there's such a bunch of scumbag, slimy, piece of shit fucking assholes out there that can't make a living on their own, so they got to steal from other people to do it. But anyway, let's move down the line. So last week, if anybody's been following my videos, they know that Minnie's had some health issues going on for the last several years. And we finally went, and we had to go all the way to Salt Lake City to go to the doctor's. We sat in the waiting room for an hour to see the doctor for less than 5 minutes. Actually, the doctor was a little pissed off about that. And he said that the previous doctor should not have sent Minnie up there, and that the readout that he got, he should have just read it to her and told her the good news instead of making her wait 2.5 to 3 months to see if she had cancer and she was going to die. So the doctor basically explained that she's in good health. Everybody past the age of 50 normally gets small cysts or spots on their kidneys, and that she has nothing to worry about. So it took them 3 months to tell us that. We had to travel all the way to Salt Lake City and back to sit in the office for 5 fucking minutes. And that's how the medical industry is these days. Oh, I'm sorry. We had to wait 3 months. I think I said that. So in between the 3 months to find out if this cyst was cancerous, she could have fucking died. Or actually, the cyst could have got bigger and she could have got cancer. And yeah. So yeah, that's the deal on the medical industry. But she is of clean health. Now, Minnie has lost a lot of weight since we have been here due to the medical situation. So now that she has a good bill of health, maybe she can, get some weight back and, be in good health with that. So we got, let's see, Slavko Proskik Perkusik. Good morning, Pete. I don't know where you're at, Slavko. Good morning. We got 88 Cantana. Good news. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus said. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate that if you can hit the thumbs up. The reason we need thumbs up is because that moves our video and our YouTube channel up. So thumbs up is very important. I don't ask for Patreon bullshit. I don't have my PayPal account linked to my YouTube channel. I don't have information in my descriptions of what my P.O. box number is so you can send me free stuff. I don't believe in that, and I don't do that. I make my videos for you to learn from, to listen to enjoy, and to just, do what we're doing now. So if you can just give me the thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, go over to my other channel, my friend Pete, subscribe to that channel, and, support me, okay? Because I should be out working right now. Yeah, this whole last week has been total chaos. I went to my aunt's house in Denver. I saw her. I cleaned her yard up. She had these Chinese, what were they? Chinese oak trees or some bullshit growing in her yard. And I had to rip all those out. So I basically landscaped her yard for her and hauled a shitload of trash off. So I was glad I helped her do that. And then we kind of drove around Denver. And, I went to Denver. Let me go ahead and tell you this. I can write a book on my life story. And it would be a pretty interesting book if I did. But I've went to Denver twice now. That's where I grew up, in Denver. I went to Denver twice in the last couple months. And the reason I went there is because I wanted to film all of my memories of my childhood and where I grew up and this, that, and the other. And not really to make videos so you can see it, but that I can have it to watch whenever I want. Kind of like I filmed the boys' ranch that I grew up in. I went back to that. And it was a very, very depressing time, you might say. I was in there for 2 hours. The place is abandoned now. And it looks like a ghost town. Minnie, the body shop girl, did not want to go in there. She stayed in the truck. She said, fuck that, I ain't going in there. I went into the boys' ranch, and I walked the boys' ranch from point A all the way around to point Z back to A. And some of the buildings were open. I went in some of the buildings. I was there by myself. I was in this like town, boys ranch, giant, humongous place. I actually saw the room that I slept in, where my bed was when I was a little kid living there. And the fear and the emotions that go through your body when you see this is undescribable. When you go back to a place and you're actually putting your footsteps in the footsteps that you used to walk when you were this fucking old, and all this shit's going through your mind, I mean, it can be very destructive. I'm not going to lie to you. It can be very mentally distressed and depressed. So I've went to Denver twice to do this, to take pictures, because my life was not a good life when I was a child. But I couldn't bring myself to get the pictures and the videos that I really wanted to take. But I'll go back and do that one of these days to add to my archives of my friend Pete, my life. If Jesus is on my side, how can I lose? Okay, Ford 1948. That's good. That's a good saying. A lot of people say that oh, that was good luck that happened to me. I was lucky. Well, let me tell you something. There's really no luck to it. It's God on your side, trying to show you that He's with you, and that I'm doing this for you so you can believe in me. That's basically what it is. I was at the church that I went to when I was a little kid, St. Catherine's Church in North Denver. They have a statue in there, and the statue is Mother Mary holding Jesus in her arms after He was crucified. And it's a life-size statue. This thing's humongous. And it was in this little room there, and that was where you got baptized. And that was one of my favorite spots in the church when I was a little kid. And so I like to go to estate sales. And I went to a estate sale while I was in Denver. And I picked this. I couldn't believe that I saw this. I saw this statue there. And this is basically a miniature of the statue that is in the church. So yes, my friend Pete did buy it, because that's part of my childhood, is that statue right there. And it'll sit on my desk right here so I can look at it. But, when you say good luck, and I have luck and all this, it's not really luck, people. It's Jesus Christ in your life. You just got to figure it out. So let's go move down the line. Let's get down to business. I've been working on some of my guitars. Let's go ahead and look at one of those. I just got done with this one here. This is actually a rare guitar. This is a PV guitar, and it is an Accelerator AX. Now, anybody that knows guitars, they're going to say, well, it's not a Fender and it's not a Gibson. Well, let me tell you, a PV guitar is just as good or better. This is an American-made guitar. This is not made in China. It's not made in anywhere. So when I bought this guitar, I don't know what was going on with it, but I had to replace the neck. And so I bought a neck. I guess I got this neck on eBay. I don't even know how I got this guitar together. I've had this guitar for so long. So this is a Falcon neck. This is off a PV Falcon USA model. But what was wrong with this guitar is this tailpiece right here. I had to replace the Floyd Rose tailpiece on it. And it was quite a situation. The Floyd Rose tailpiece that was on here busted, so I had to buy a new one. And then I had to use the PV saddles to match the guitar and the setup on it. And then I went ahead and I put this brass block in there. Now, this is something that only guitar players know. They claim that this brass block, by using this brass block, it's going to give you more sustain and more fulfillment, and you're going to get more bass out of it, and you're going to get more enjoyment. I think that's a fucking gimmick, okay? I think that a lot of this type of stuff like that right there is a gimmick to me. The reason I put the block in there, and anybody that knows guitars will know this, if you look right here, there's 5 springs holding that, because I don't really like floater bridges. So by adding the 5 springs and the big block, what that does, that will put a stopper to it and it won't float anymore. So that's the main reason I got the big block. Did I fix the guitar? Yes, I did. My friend Pete did fix the guitar, and it is now 100% ready to play. So I did do that. I love my guitars. I love my guitars. But anyway, this isn't about guitars. If you read the title, this is about cars. So we're going to go out in the shop now. And Sammy Salami, Sammy Salami is in Miami. He will be back. He's coming back here in a couple days. And Sammy Salami will be back. I don't want to play the guitar right now. Troy, what the deal is I'm an improviser. I used to be a very good guitar player when I was a kid. And I was in several bands, I guess high school bands, you can say. Did I ever think I was going to be a rock star? No, I didn't think so. I was actually a pretty good singer. What happened here is all right. I think we're live. Let me get my monitor back up. And, okay, so I think we're live. Let's go outside. We're losing connection in my office, people. It sucks out here for internet. It sucks. Okay, are we still on? Okay, there we go. Okay, we lost connection. I'm not going to go back to what we were looking at. Okay, here we are. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this action. If you're looking at what I'm looking at, you're looking at a set of tires. And I've already this is my 3rd set of tires that I have bought for my Baja. And the final set. So what we got here, we got 10, these are 10 34s, okay? 10 and a half 34s. We got 34s on the back. Those are going to stay on there. And I'm going to go ahead and take the 32s off. Yeah, we don't want the 32s anymore. I'm going to go with the 715s on the front. That's going to give me a better steering option, and I'm going to be able to control it better, and it's also going to take a lot of weight off of it. I have somebody that wants to buy these tires. Here's 2 of them over here, right there. You can't, okay, so there's 2 of them there, and then these 2. So I got somebody that's going to buy these, so I haven't lost any money. I actually had somebody buy the other set from me to buy these ones, and that's where the Baja's at. And I'm actually debating whether I should paint this and take all the stickers off. So leave a comment in the comment box there, and let my friend Pete know, should I go ahead and remove all the stickers of everything that's on this car and put a brand new paint job on it and make it look brand new. You know, it does have a lot of history. This is a famous Baja from the 90s. And, you know, like I was telling you, this guy right here owned the car. This is the original owner of the Baja. He's a world downhill champion mountain biker. He actually invented full suspension bicycles. And this car has a lot of history, but it's not his car anymore. It's my friend Pete's car. And what I'm saying and asking everybody, should my friend Pete paint the car and be done with the old and bring in the new? That's the main question here. And that's the answer that we need. So let my friend Pete know what we need to do. Very appreciative. What do we got going on the GTO? Let me tell you what's going on with the 67 GTO. The GTO is going to be put on hold. The owner is going to come out Thursday and pick the car up, and he is bringing it to his house till further notice. That's what's happening with the GTO. The GTO will not be finished at my friend Pete's shop anytime soon. And it's kind of a shame, but in a way, you know, we got to do what we got to do. So we got all of the bodywork is, I would say, 90% done. We've done a lot of work to this car, believe it or not. Go back in the videos, you'll see that. But we can't finish it right now, and the owner's coming to pick it up and put it in his garage till further notice. So we're going to have to say goodbye to the GTO. You can catch it on all the videos. We got the 68 Mustang. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick. This is what I'm going to be working on probably today, is we'll be finishing out the back end of this car. We got sunlight, but you can see I've already started putting all of the fiberglass trim in the vehicle. I got to finish this back seat area out. It's a real fucking nightmare on this thing. I got the vents in. The dash is complete. I'm going to leave the gauges loose in case the owner needs to get in there. I don't have any way to test the electrical. We don't have an engine and transmission in it. I don't think anything is wrong with the electrical. I went ahead and put the back glass in. It's done. The back glass is in. We got the Dakota digital gauge pack in. That looks really nice. I like that. Like I said, we're going to leave the dash loose. The owner can go ahead and finish putting that in. But it came out really nice. And I'll tell you something that was a real bitch on this car is putting the heater, hooking up all the heater hoses for the defrost and the air. Those were not easy. That was an all-day job just to do that. Yeah, big fucking job right there, people. Big job. So the Mustang is almost done, and we'll be getting rid of that. Let's go over here. We're going to go ahead and go on this side of the town, and now we're going to talk about this right here. This mess right here. So give me a situation here. I don't know if there's a lot of people watching or not. I can't tell. But let's go ahead and set this up. There we go. And now what we're going to do, we're going to talk about this issue. As you can see, we got the transmission separated from the motor on this Camaro job. And I don't know if there's anybody out there that doesn't know about this, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. This is the 4th time that we have pulled this engine and transmission out of the vehicle. The 4th time. We got Francisco from Chicago. Thank you for joining in. So what we got is this transmission is an LS 6-speed transmission, and the engine is an old school cast iron 350 Chevy block engine. And the problem that we've had is trying to use all of this bullshit crap here, and especially this thing, this bell housing made by Quick Draw brand. Do not buy that. It's junk. And then here's all the crap that I have tried to make this thing work with. These are all parts. And just total junk here, people. You got to watch the videos. So what we have decided is the owner went ahead and we went over to, now this is American powertrain. This is American powertrain stuff that has turned out to be total disastrous crap. Okay, this is just total junk. All right, I don't care what anybody says. American powertrain could go fuck off. But what we do have here, we got MDL. And this is all brand new stuff here that we are going to use on the Camaro to try to get this done. This will be my last effortless try to get this to work. I'm not going to do it again. If it doesn't work this time, the car will be shipped to the owner to have him do it, or some professional shop that does this for a living, because I'm not jacking with it anymore. This is it. This is the end of it, and it's fucking over. So I got this apart, and you can see I got the flywheel off because we're changing everything out, everything. Okay? They claim that that flywheel was a lightened flywheel. That thing weighs about 900 pounds. So we're going to change everything out with MDL stuff. We're not going to use the throwout bearing that you got to put shims and all that shit in. We're going to go ahead and put a GM throwout bearing in it. And we're going to dial in the bell housing. Okay, there's your QuickTime bell housing. That fucking thing costs $1,000. $1,000 for that white box. So we're going to do that. I got the pins right here. There's three different sets of them. These are the dowel pins, the offset dowel pins, and there's some more in there. And yeah, I had to buy this fucking thing here. This is our plate that dials it in. And then we got this thing here, and I think I already went over this. But yeah, so there's that right there. Okay, and you'll see all this shit in the fucking videos that are coming up. This is the last time I'm doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. And that's it. I mean, it's a done deal. If it doesn't work this time, the owner's going to have to deal with it himself. And he already knows it. This car has been nothing but a disaster. Actually, it was going along really, really well until we ran into this shit. Okay? When this shit started happening, the job went south. Okay? This car here, you can see the interior is already done. All right? It's all beautifully painted and wired up, and everything is done. We got our interior back. Yeah, so, you know, the sooner we get this done, the better for my friend Pete, so we can get this car out of here. This car's got to go just like the Mustang. And that's what the real deal is right there. We just said the magic word, and that's what's going on. And we're going to sit here and talk so I can tell you the deal. So let me get that right there. And my friend Pete's going to sit down right here. And I got to see if I'm in the camera. Let's see if I'm in the picture here. Okay, I think I am. Okay, so this is what the real deal is, okay? I'm not going to take any more work in like this restoration shit, till these two cars are gone. Now, this is going to kind of be hard to explain, so I hope you understand. From me being Mr. Nice Guy way back in the day for these two cars, I have lost a lot of business. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, so if the owners are watching this, I'm not saying that you fucked me around. You haven't done that. But by me storing your cars for several years and not working on them has finally caught up with my friend Pete. And now the situation is that I've lost a lot of business. I've actually lost customers over these two cars where they were in line to bring them over here. And they said, man, fuck that shit. I've waited 2 or 3 years already. I ain't waiting no more. I'm going somewhere else. Fuck off. And I mean, that's, you know, one of the situations. There's several situations with this, but that's one of them. Another thing is that I am going to probably start doing collision repair again. Now, I've got 2 collision jobs that are going to be coming over here within the next couple weeks that I'm going to do, because I have to make a living. I have to make money. I have to survive like everybody else. When you have a car this long, like I've had this Camaro or that Mustang, you're not making no money. You're not making any money. If you add the years up that you've had the car and the money that you've charged the guy to work on the car, you're making $1.50 to $3 an hour. Okay? You're not making money. There's no money to be made. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the truth. We got Ford 48. I found out if you're too nice, people will take advantage of you. Okay. I wouldn't say these guys haven't taken advantage of me, these two guys here. I have been taken advantage of in the past, but as far as the Camaro and the Mustang go, they have not taken advantage of me. And now that they actually have their money squared up and straightened up, I think we're all on the same page that we want to get these done and get them out of here. When you run into problems like this engine situation and this transmission and all that, that really puts a burden on you. I wasn't supposed to do any mechanical work to this. When this job started, it was in Dallas, Texas, and I had Oliver's Automotive that was going to do the engine and tranny and all the mechanical work, and then I had Hugo that was going to do the interior work. Okay, basically the same thing with the Mustang. All right. Actually, when the Mustang got here, the only thing that I was supposed to do to that car, when I first initially got it, I was only supposed to paint it. That was it. Do all the metalwork, paint it, and he was going to bring it back to New Jersey and finish it himself. Now, the Camaro, it was basically a turnkey car. All right? It was supposed to be able to run and drive and then ship it over. And we're going to cross our fingers that that's going to happen. But from the combination of the engine transmission that we have here, okay, I am not going to guarantee that at this time. Like I said, I have pulled this motor and transmission out now. This is the fourth time, and this is the final time, and the owner knows that. Do what you have to do. Ralph says, do what you have to do to stay in business. Mo Parbanat, if you're not moving ahead, you're going backwards at your age. Yeah, exactly. I actually want to move. I don't want to stay in Moab due to reasons we don't need to talk about. But the problem is, if I fucking move and I have to build another shop, and then I have to go through all the bullshit that I did to get this shop, I mean, it's not even worth it, okay? It would take several years to do all that. By the time that happens, I mean, how old am I going to be? You know? And then how much more fucking business am I going to lose? So my best deal right now is to grit my fucking teeth and just stay where I'm at and just do what I got to do. We got Rick's House of Crap. Don't give anybody a quote. It will bite you every time. Yeah, that's right. If you have to store their car, Ricky's House of Crap, that's kind of actually right. If you end up giving them a quote, okay, on a job, and then you end up storing their car for them because they kind of ran out of money and all this other shit, but then you've already given them a price, you're not making any money, especially in today's age and society, because the way that the economy is skyrocketing, by the time you actually work on the car and he's got his money back, you're making 5 cents a fucking hour. How the fuck are you making any fucking money when you can't get on the job and get it done ASAP right now so you can get your money? I mean, since I've been in Moab in the last 3 years, I've done 8 fucking cars, okay, complete. By myself. But that's with people that's had the money, get it done, I want it done, I'll pay you, let's go. That's how you make money. You don't make money by storing people's cars, working on this one for a week, going back over here for 3 days, coming back over here for a day, and all this other shit. It doesn't fucking work out. So, yeah, Ricky's custom guy's right. Don't give him a quote. That's actually true. I'm 61 years old. I totally understand. Time is not on our side. And it's the most important thing you have, not wasting time. Exactly. So last week, when I didn't work in my shop because I had to take Minnie to the doctors, which thank God we did. We got the right answers. And then I went to Denver. And then yesterday, I had to take Minnie to the airport and all this other shit. Yeah. I mean, you know, you feel like your time's being wasted when you should be out here fucking doing this and getting this out the fucking door. I mean, I get anxious when we go to when we go razoring or maybe out hiking or checking stuff. I get anxious. I feel like I should be here working to get this fucking shit out. RJC79 says, why don't you just stay? You go, okay, hold on. It says, why don't you just stay there in Moab for a while to see how it goes first? Yeah, that's the plan. That's what I have to do. I don't really have any choice. You know, I'm not a multi-millionaire. Jags Parts England says, stock transmission is all that is needed in the UK. Unless you're racing, no need for all this headache. Well, that's what I thought that too. Okay, now let me ask you a question, then you give me an answer. When the owner ordered all this stuff, I was actually in the process of working on 3 or 4 other cars at the time because we really couldn't work on his, and his was in storage, you might say, waiting around because we were waiting on parts to get here. So when he told me he was getting the 6-speed transmission, I really didn't investigate it. I didn't really get on the computer and look it all up. You know, in my eyes, I'm thinking, okay, it's a Trimec. It should bolt right up and, you know, go down the road and blah, blah, blah. So I don't think that it should be my fault that this fucking thing doesn't work. All right? But I got this guilt feeling that it is partially my fault because I didn't investigate the situation and stop the customer from buying what he shouldn't have fucking got. Now, the guy Jags Parts in England, he said it 100% right. You don't need this transmission or this high horsepower of an engine in the UK. But this is what the owner wanted. I had a couple guys come over. They're on this world rally race going around the world with their cars. And they saw the situation that's going on. And they are from the UK. They're from a small town next to where this guy lives. And they laughed when they saw this transmission. They said, there's no way. That was one of the most idiotic things that this guy could have done is get a 6-speed transmission for the UK. He should have stuck with the original transmission or got a newer version of the same transmission. He'll never use 5th and 6th gear unless he goes on the high. They called it the superway or super highway or something like that. But I believe the owner tried to contact Jags to get a refund, and they pretty much laughed at him, told him to fuck off. And he's actually at the point now that, you know, he doesn't want to lose money on the transmission. He can't afford to buy another transmission that costs the same amount to replace this one. So we're just going to have to do what we got to do and cross our fingers. It's finally come full circle, my friend Pete. Time to move in from these long-term jobs. You've done enough. Yeah, no shit, Ken. I agree with you. If there was a way that we can pack these up and get them out of here now, believe me, I would be fucking happy. So, that's what's going on. I'm going to be working on the Camaro today. No, actually, I'm going to work on the Mustang today. I got the Camaro all set up, ready to go. And I got to do this dial in the bell housing thing because the tolerance on these 6-speed transmissions is so fucking minute. I mean, it's in with the thousandths of a fucking inch that you got to be, you know, perfectly right. And I don't have any of the body shop girl over here to crank the engine while I'm reading the dial. I don't even have anybody here in this town that would come over and do that. I actually only talked to 2 people in this town, and both of their names are Steve. Okay, Steve and Steve. That's the only 2 people that I talked to in this town. It's bullshit, people. It's fucking bullshit. But that's life. You got to move on. So what I'm going to do is work on the Mustang today. we'll get that done. I'm going to go ahead and get some videos edited so we can pop them up and you can watch those on both channels. I'm going to ask you again if you could please subscribe to my YouTube channel, My Friend Pete. That would be awesome. I normally come on here and I promote other people's YouTube channels, which I like doing that, but right now I got to support myself. So if you can go on there. And another thing is, let me go ahead and tell you this. I made a TV show for Discovery Channel several years back. And they've been on DVD. They used to be on this other guy's YouTube channel, but I had a falling out with him, and I told him to fuck off, and he took him off, which that's fine with me. I'm glad he did. But the other thing is that I am getting them converted into MP4 files so I can upload them on my YouTube channel so you can watch them. And it's the TV show that I made for Discovery Channel. And that will be on the My Friend Pete YouTube channel. Or it might be on one of my other YouTube channels, and I'll have a link on the other channel to go to that channel to watch them so you can watch them. Did I like them? No, I thought they were stupid. I didn't like them at all, so yeah. Anyway, we got to go. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. We got Hoosier Garage on there. I hope he's doing good. We've done a lot of promotion for him. I don't know if it actually worked out, but hopefully it did. And watch for the upcoming videos. This was just a quick vlog video of what's going on and where I've been doing in the last week. Now you know. And let me get out of here so I can get to work, because besides doing this, now that Minnie's over in Israel for 2 weeks, I have to do U-Haul too, and we got to get things going. So take it easy, and I hope everybody has a good day today, a productive day, and most of all, a day with Jesus Christ in your life. We'll see you later.